feet tall. I'm not. I'm a full-grown adult. Hello. That's better. I'm the tour guide. Your driver's Grant. Before we leave, please make sure you're scooching all the way to the right-hand side using all available seats. If you have any little kids that are so little their feet don't touch the floor of the tram, those kids need to go in the center of the row you're in, away from the outside gates. If you're sitting on the far left, be mindful of the gates closing in a moment or two. Watch your hands, arms, and legs. Everybody needs 3D glasses. If you did not pick up 3D glasses before you got on board, raise your hand, keep it up, and get the attention of someone who works here, and they'll bring you some glasses before we go. You don't need to wear the glasses yet. It's not necessary. We'll tell you when it's time to put them on. For 2 parts of the tour, King Kong 360 3D and Fast and Furious Supercharged. It's a busy working day on our lot. It's so busy, we're going to go through at least one quiet zone. A quiet zone occurs when our tram gets so close. Actually, we might not go through a quiet zone, depending on which way we turn. Well, we might go through a quiet zone anyway. If we go through a quiet zone, I'll notice that there's filming going on. I'll abruptly stop talking, and I'll put this on our screens. Easy peasy. You don't have to do anything differently. I'm just letting you all know if I put this on our screens and I stop talking, I haven't gone insane. It's just a quiet zone. Okay, now that we're leaving, let's meet my co-host for the tour. You may know him from hit shows like Saturday Night Live and The Tonight Show.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Her name is CJ.
And the greatest driver.
His name is Grant.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Grant
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Thanks, Jimmy. That's right. We have some safety rules to go over. First, if you need any assistance during the tour, or if you have a medical emergency, or if you drop something of value off the side of the tram, or if you have sound or video issues, reach up and pull the red cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll come back and assist you as soon as it's safe for me to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please stay seated, keeping your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Remember to use the red cord above your head, though, if you need any assistance. Please no smoking of any kind during the tour. Be prepared. The tour today features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. You're going to want your cameras out to take lots of pictures with great photo opportunities, but keep an eye on your cameras so they don't get wet. And finally, for your safety and those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while you're on the tram. And that's it for the rules. And we've already left our theme park behind. Guys, real talk, there's no other place like this on Earth. Nowhere else are you going to find a theme park and a film studio right next to each other. And in the case of the studio tour, we overlap the two. So we're totally one of a kind. Right now we're headed down the timeline. This road will take us into the heart of our studio. We call it the timeline because we have lovely posters off either side of the tram, representing just a few of the thousands of films we've made over the years. On our way down the timeline, I'm going to show you all a clip of one of my favorite classic Universal films. This movie came out in 1946. It won 19 Academy Awards. Enjoy.
I have the room ready for you and Mrs. Barrington.
Thank you, Will.
Did you hear that? Mrs. Barrington.
Not quite, darling, but soon. Very, very soon.
Hello. Yes?
Have a bottle of champagne sent to the room at once. And make sure that we are not disturbed for any reason.
All right, Jimmy Fallon is already making a mockery of my tour. He's in this clip. It's not really an old movie. I'm sorry. He's a ridiculous man. He filmed this inside one of our sound stages, Soundstage 20. It's one of 28 sound stages we have on the front lot of our studio. It is a good example, though, of what the inside of a sound stage looks like when there's filming going on. The outside of a soundstage almost looks like a warehouse. You're going to see what I mean as we get to the bottom of the timeline and enter the front lot. The first soundstage you're going to see is our largest. It was built in 1928. It's Soundstage 12, coming up on the left. Stage 12 is currently home to NBC's hit television show, The Voice.
Hi everybody, I'm Carson Daly from NBC's The Voice. I want to welcome you to the Universal Front Lot. Our show is filmed on Stage 12. It happens to be the largest soundstage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
Take a look at a few iconic movie moments that also filmed at Stage 12. As I said, on the outside, a soundstage kind of looks like a warehouse, but on the inside, it's like a blank canvas for filmmakers and TV shows to create any kind of world they want in a totally controlled space. Coming up next on the left-hand side is Soundstage 25, home to a show called Colony. Colony stars Josh Holloway. He was Sawyer on the TV show Lost. Colony airs on the USA Network. And speaking of networks, Guess what? Universal Studios Hollywood is a part of something bigger called NBC Universal, one of the world's largest entertainment companies. This media powerhouse not only consists of Universal Studios, but also many of your favorite TV networks like NBC, E, Sci-Fi, USA, Bravo, Telemundo, NBC Universo, the Golf Channel, CNBC, MSNBC, the Weather Channel, Oxygen, Esquire, and NBC Sports, just to name a few. Over on the left now, stage 24, also home to the show Colony, and up next, stages 23 and 22, currently home to a show called Superstore. Superstore airs on NBC and stars America Ferrera of Ugly Betty fame. They're currently in their second season on Superstore. Also, one of my favorite TV shows films on our lot, The Mindy Project.
Hi everybody, I'm Mindy, and welcome to the world-famous Universal Studios Tram Tour. I wish I could join you, but I'm really busy shooting my show, The Mindy Project.
Also, you were banned from the trams because you jumped off one and tried to hug Steven Spielberg.
For your information, he loved you, okay? And Mr. Spielberg, if you're out there, I'll win your promise doesn't matter.
The guy alone, he's super busy.
I think we had a connection.
I'm a big fan too, Mr. Spielberg.
Edit this out, please.
The Mindy Project does a lot of its filming at stage 27 over on the left-hand side. Movies have filmed in there as well, like Heaven Almighty, Snow White and the Huntsman, and Apollo 13. So movies and TV shows filmed side by side on the front lot in these big sound stages. Over the years, NBC and Universal, together and separately, have created some of the most iconic TV shows of all time, many of them filmed here on the lot. The main reason I play this clip, though, is because of that sound effect. I love it. Called Hollywood Game Night has been filming recently on our lot. That show is a game show hosted by Jane Lynch. She was one of the stars of the hit TV show Glee. Hollywood Game Night has been filming at stage 44, coming up on the right-hand side. And a big hit movie called Furious 7 also did a lot of filming at stage 44. Actually, when Furious 7 was filming in there, you guys, one time, I saw the back of Vin Diesel's head. Not trying to brag, but it was sensational. So we have all these sound stages on the front lot. We also have little bungalows coming up on the left. Cute little bungalows that used to be dressing rooms for movie stars that worked here, like Paul Newman, Doris Day, and Jimmy Stewart. Today, though, they're used as offices for production companies like Illumination Entertainment. They produced Minions and The Secret Life of Pets. The De Laurentiis Company has an office here, too. They produced Hannibal, the TV series. Their company namesake, Dino De Laurentiis, produced my favorite Universal film. It's on my name tag. Flash Gordon. He saved every one of us. And the De Laurentiis office is in a special bungalow, bungalow 5195. It's coming up on the left. I mentioned it in particular because it was once the office of Alfred Hitchcock, legendary director and master of suspense. We call it the Hitchcock Bungalow in honor of him. Again, the address 5195 coming up on the left. Hitchcock's famous profile is even illustrated next to the address. Just past the bungalows in a moment to our left, you'll see two brand new high-tech sound stages. NBC's next live musical, Hairspray, will film right here on the Universal lot. Hairspray is based on the Tony Award-winning musical and will air live December 7th, starring Kristen Chenoweth, Harvey Fierstein, Jennifer Hudson, Ariana Grande, Derek Huff, Martin Short, and newcomer Maddie Ballio in the role of tenacious teen Tracy Turnblatt. Okay, so far we've been on the front lot, home to all of the sound stages. Now we're going to transfer out into the back lot, where we keep all of our big exterior sets. The back lot is huge, and we like to say that the whole world is just around the corner out here. You're going to see what I mean as we go along. First up on the left, we're going to see the Metropolitan sets. We call them the Metro sets for short. The goal with our Metro sets in particular is to accommodate filmmakers no matter what kind of city setting they might need. So we have a lot of options for them. Just within a few acres of land, we can adjust to different genres, different time periods. We got big city sets, small town sets. We're going to get closer to the Metro sets in a few moments. First, though, I'll point something else out. Coming up on the left is a structure that looks like it's made of wood with a black tent on top. That's actually not for any production. That is a scare maze. It's a part of Halloween Horror Nights, running selected nights now through November 5th. Some of our mazes are actually on the back lot. It's a very rare, cool chance for guests of the theme park to actually walk around on our backlot sets. So you'll see some more scary stuff for Halloween Horror Nights, just a heads up, as we turn into the Metro sets. And you're going to see in the Metro sets a section themed to look like New York. It's called New York Street. My co-host for the tour, Jimmy Fallon, lives in the real New York, so he's going to talk about what it's like filming there.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there by an old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. It's cool, guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Here we got our own New York City in Southern California. It's very convenient. Big hit movies are filmed on these sets like Captain America, The First Avenger, The Amazing Spider-Man, and Transformers. Also TV shows like NCIS, House, How I Met Your Mother, Castle, CSI, Criminal Minds, Key and Peele, and American Ninja Warrior. What looks like brick and stone on these sets is really fiberglass. We also use a lot of plaster, plastic molding, and wood for the framing of the sets. And just a few years ago, we had a big reconstruction project on our Metro sets. That project was led by Steven Spielberg. We've worked with him many times over the years at Universal, even before he became a filmmaker. When Steven Spielberg was just a teenager, he would come onto the Universal lot, and sometimes he would take the studio tour. Isn't that sweet?
I was about, 16 years old, and I began hanging out at Universal during my summers. When I went to college nearby, I continued to come on the lot and try to become a director. Universal sort of is my birthplace. This is the place I consider my first home, and I love it here. And I keep coming back.
Spielberg's not the only Oscar-winning filmmaker whose name I'm going to drop on this tour. Here comes another one, Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up in adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island. We really put a lot of thought into the character and personality of Kong, and he's so much more than a monster. In fact, he's not a monster. He is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's a force of nature. He's old, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has a heart. The Universal Tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife of Skull Island. In a sense, this is like a mini sequel. A mini continuation. We're just taking the Kong and Skull Island and the dinosaurs that we established in our feature film, and this is another day, another incident on Skull Island, using the creatures and the character and personality of Kong as he appeared in the movie.
And please hold on to your personal belongings and remain seated.
Nobody's lived here for hundreds of years. I'm so sure of that.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skull Island.
Okay, glasses on, everybody. We're back from Skull Island.
Digital. Weta Digital has won 5 Academy Awards for work on movies like Avatar, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and of course King Kong. So now you can take off your 3D glasses, but hang on to them. You're going to need them later on in the tour. My favorite part of King Kong 360 3D is when our tram gets pulled onto the screen by one of those crazy dinosaurs. Not our first tram cameo. Take a look. Trams in that montage were the original trams that premiered with the studio tour back in 1964. Back then they were called glamour trams. Ooh, fancy. The official start date for the studio tour was July 15th, 1964. I remember it well. Yes, I've been giving tours for 52 years. Still going strong. Me and Grant together, dream team. All the trams in that montage could be considered picture cars. A picture car is like a fancy showbiz term for any vehicle ever featured in a movie or a TV show. And up ahead, on the left-hand side, you're going to see a lineup of some of the most famous picture cars ever. This is our transportation department. personal favorites are the 3 futuristic cars from Back to the Future 2. Those are the flying cars that we were supposed to get in 2015. And I don't know who dropped the ball, but I want my flying car. Our newest additions to the lineup here from Jurassic World, the Jeep Wrangler and the Gyrosphere. The big tank at the end of the lineup is from Transformers. And the tank is made of wood, mostly. It's wood painted to look like metal. So sometimes picture cars are not real drivable vehicles. Other times they are. It just depends on what the filmmaker needs. We're going to see a few more picture cars up ahead in this next area we're about to enter. This next area, though, is a jungle off the coast of Costa Rica. What?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah. The safest place on Earth, y'all. The Jurassic Park is fun for the whole family. On either side of the tram, you're going to see props and picture cars all from the Jurassic Park films. Oh, you guys look nervous. That's sweet. The camouflage RV coming up on the left, that was the mobile lab unit in the Lost World Jurassic Park. And that, once again, is wood painted to look like metal. If you look closely, you can kind of tell where the paint has chipped a bit over time. And you can tell it's made of wood. But in the movie, it was totally convincing. And oh, I'm sorry. We still have a dinosaur problem here. It's in no way contained. Back there, I mentioned it's made of wood, and here it is in a scene from the Lost World Jurassic Park. In this scene, it's dangling off the edge of a cliff here in a moment. Right there. I'm pausing it just to point out that what looks like a cliff in this scene is actually an employee parking garage on the front lot of this studio. They never left the lot to film that scene. The Lost World Jurassic Park, directed by the great Steven Spielberg, who is, I mentioned earlier, has worked with us many, many times over the years at Universal. So he's pretty familiar with every square inch of the backlot, including Old Mexico, our next stop. Old Mexico has been featured in movies like Big Fat Liar with Paul Giamatti and the Steven Spielberg film Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. For that film, they dressed up some of our Old Mexico sets to look like the country of Peru. Other movies are filmed in Old Mexico, like The Three Amigos, What's Love Got to Do with It, and the Illumination Entertainment film Hop. That movie combined computer animation with live action. And when they filmed in Old Mexico, they dressed up the sets to look like China. Also, really recently, just a few weeks ago, the TV show Criminal Minds Beyond Borders did some filming in our Old Mexico sets. We're going to go from Old Mexico, though, straight into the Old West. We're pulling into 6 Points, Texas. And while we're here, I'm going to hand things over to a cowboy.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I hear this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Oh, you can count on it, Fallon. Then get.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
Thank you, Jimmy. More recently at 6 Points, movies have filmed like Saving Mr. Banks and a movie that's coming soon to theaters called Live by Night, directed by and starring Ben Affleck. Up next on the left, a body of water called Park Lake. On a day like today, don't just want to jump in there. Park Lake is man-made. We put it there for movie-making purposes. Park Lake was, among other things, the Black Lagoon. In the film The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Park Lake was also featured in the movie Psycho. That's where Norman Bates dumped a murder victim. Ew, gross. And we had to haul it out at the end of the film. Disgusting. I mentioned earlier on the tour we like to say the whole world is just around the corner. Perfect example coming up on the left. You're going to get a brief but exciting look at Little Europe, so called because these sets can be any European country a filmmaker wants. We just change the set decoration. Also down the road from Little Europe on the left, you'll see a tall wooden fence and some lighting. That's a set for a TV show called Home and Family. Home and Family airs on the Hallmark Channel. It's hosted by Mark Steinis and Debbie Matenopoulos, and they are filming pretty much right now, but this is not a quiet zone. We're far enough away that I can stay on the microphone, but I have to reduce the volume of my voice. Officially, it's called a 50% audio reduction zone. I've scientifically reduced the volume of my voice by exactly 50%. Please don't try it at home. I'm highly certified to do that with the training. Currently, we're idling in front of Sound Stage 50 because there's no filming going on in Stage 50 today, which means in a few moments we should get the all clear to drive right through. Yeah, so please stay seated as we drive through Stage 50. And we will see a set in here that was featured in an episode of the TV show Bones. Take a look.
Yeah, we're about the remains.
That's it. Right over there.
Alright.
So Bones filmed in here on this subway station set, and I'm told early next week, I believe, a movie is going to come in here and do some filming. We don't have the name of the movie, though. It wasn't released, but that's not uncommon, actually, in the movie business. When a movie is in production, they don't always release the title. Sometimes it's because they don't... Crazy, that felt like a tremor. I don't think this is a tremor. I think we're experiencing an earthquake. Yeah, they checked and the ceiling's coming down over there on the left. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think I might have a panic attack. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I'm panicking. I'm panicking, I'm freaking out! I'm freaking out, man! Game over! Game over, man! There's flames! Flames on the side of my tram! This is crazy! What's that sound? Oh no, there's a train coming on the left! Okay. Okay, I think it's over. No, I'm sorry, I panicked. Oh, come on, it's me! We're gonna throw it in here! Pretty neat, right? Now that earthquake was originally inspired by a movie called Earthquake. I think it hit for Universal in 1974, back when disaster movies were all the rage. Over on the right, more of our Western sets. Of course, Western's a popular genre for decades and decades. This is a different angle of 6 Points, Texas. Another non-Western movie that filmed in 6 Points back in the 1980s was The Color Purple, directed by, again, the great Steven Spielberg. Steven's first big hit movie was called Jaws. Came out in 1975. Jaws is about a shark that eats people in Amity Island, and that's our next stop on the tour, you guys. Amity Island. While we're here, if we're lucky, we might see a real live shark. That'd be pretty cool. Please stay seated as we make our way across the dock. Hey, there's a shark right there. Cool. That's a big shark too. That's great. Looks like the shark is swimming towards that man out there in the water. Now I think the shark's eating that man. Sure. Anyway, we're totally safe because there's a yellow barrel out there floating in the water. It's full of shark bait, so that's going to distract the shark. He's not even going to know we're here. Ah, see, he's pulling on it. No, don't be intimidated by the fire. I know what the shark's thinking. The shark's like, hey, I can't find those people. Where are they? Hey, watch it! Hey, leave my guests alone! Leave my guests alone! You lousy shark, stop it! And, stop! Stop when I go. Maybe he'll do whatever I say. Hey, shark, swim backwards! What? He's doing it! Look at that! Aw, he's a good boy. He's a good mechanical shark. Once again, please stay seated while the tram is moving. Siéntese, por favor. Thank you. That mechanical shark that we just saw works a lot better than the mechanical shark in the original film, Jaws.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited. The shark worked well enough. For a while there, I had to fix it all the time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Those Amity Island sets we just drove through went by another name on the TV show Murder, She Wrote. That was Cabot Cove. Cabot Cove looks like a cute town, but they had one of the highest murder rates in the United States. One murder every week. Chilling statistics. Murder, She Wrote also used to film at the Chicken Ranch, coming up on the right-hand side. Here's a few other productions that have filmed there over the years. Side, we're going to pass by the end of a street. The street was Wisteria Lane on Desperate Housewives. It's officially called Colonial Street, though, and there is some production going on down there today. But you can see the end of the street here on the left-hand side. It's a really popular filming location. Hey, everybody, look at this car on the left behind this purple house. That looks like Dominic Toretto's Charger from the Fast and the Furious films, doesn't it? Ooh, I think I should call that into security. Excuse me, everybody.
This is security. What's going on, Studio Tour?
Hey, Chief, it's CJ. I'm giving a tour, and I just spotted a 1970 Dodge Charger. I think it's illegally parked on Colonial Street. Looks suspicious.
Okay, Tour. I'll send someone down to check it out ASAP.
Thank you.
Studio Tour. Looks like we might have an issue. I'm patching you into Agent Novak from the FBI.
I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, but we've got video surveillance on that Charger you all saw. We ran it through the system, and the driver has been positively identified as Dominic Toretto. I've been tracking this guy for a while. He's a hardened criminal. He's likely armed, and he is definitely dangerous. My men and I are on our way to apprehend him right now. If you see him, don't be a hero. Don't engage him. Just keep a safe distance and report any further sightings to studio security immediately. We'll handle it from there.
All right, thanks, Agent Novak of the FBI. We'll keep our eyes peeled. But we're going to go on with the tour. The tour must go on. And the next thing we're going to see on the tour, coming up on your right, is Whoville from the film How the Grinch Stole Christmas. These Who houses were featured in the movie. The movie filmed on our front lot in 10 sound stages. It was a huge production. Now the Who's live on the back lot. It's a nice permanent home for them. There is one major downside, though. The next door neighbor. He's crazy. His name is Norman Bates. Yeah, the guy from Psycho. This is the Bates Motel. And in front of the Bates Motel, another scare maze for Halloween Horror Nights.
We all go on those maps sometimes.
Screens is the Psycho house, the home of Norman's mother in the film. The real Psycho house from the movie is coming up on your left-hand side. George. You've been warned. Just past the Psycho House, we're going to see one of the largest sets in movie history. It's called the Crash set from the film War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg. That's a real plane, a 747. Here's Steven Spielberg and his production designer, Rick Carter. They'll talk about this incredible set.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
And for them to sit down to talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
As I said, that's a real plane, a 747. Uh-oh. That FBI agent wants to talk to us again. Agent Novak?
Look, this might be more serious than I thought. What just happened? This is a secure line. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as they come, and he'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger. Other than that, enjoy the ride.
This is not your jurisdiction.
It is now, stink pickle.
I'm so tired of you state guys stepping in just whenever you feel like.
Mute him.
Okay.
Don't you...
That's better. We're moving your vehicle to a safe location until we have the situation under control. Until then, I want everybody to stay calm. Enjoy the ride. I'm taking care of business. Hobbs out.
Okay. I'm going to need you all to do me a big favor. Try to ignore the intense chemistry I had with Agent Hobbs. I know it was palpable, but it's not the point. The point is we have to protect the witness on this tram from Shaw, okay? So we're going to hide in this big garage warehouse. This building is a notorious street racer party hangout, just FYI. Please stay seated, and you do not need to put on your protective glasses just yet. Have them close by, though. I'll let you know when it's time to put them on. Wow, look at all these cool cars. That one looks like an assault vehicle. I think I hear music, too. Sounds like there might be a party going on right now somewhere in here.
His name is Roman Pierce. Nice to meet you. Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you Shaw for a while. We brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row, like I was saying. So look, see over there? That's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. That work of art back over there was made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
I had one job to do, Roman, one. All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
Okay, once Letty opens the doors, we'll pull into the next bay up ahead. You do not need to wear your protective glasses in the next bay either. Again, I'll let you know when it's time to put them on. And remember what she said, make sure you turn off your cameras and cell phones. We don't want Shaw to know we're here. Where's that music coming from, though? Definitely sounds like a party. Probably one of Roman's parties. Which I never get invited to. Okay, Letty's opening the doors. Here we go. Oh, we knew it. There's a party going on in here.
FBI, on the ground. Bill? On the ground, do it now. You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not... On the ground, right now! Hey, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you. Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for? We don't work for nobody. I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety. Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun. Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out. Let's go, Cookie Puss. You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
You see what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Oh, man.
It was on vibrate.
Sure, trace us. I just can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
Okay, Dom, moving up now.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Shaw's trying to bust into the parking structure. Might have to make a run for it. Tell your passengers to hang on.
Okay, everybody, it's time to put on your protective glasses. Once again, please put your protective glasses on now.
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime! This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook him up. Now we're moving.
Eat asphalt! Don't think you're getting away! Go in the trams!
Way to go, Letty! Not gonna happen! Don't worry, I got this! Robert, don't shoot! Head for the bridge! Under construction! Everybody hold on! Hit the nitrous! Ride or die!
You just survived the most outrageous chase of all time. Is that Fast and Furious or what? Give it up for Supercharged!
Everybody protected the witness and you can resume.
You know it's crazy out there. You gotta very hard.
Now, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held it down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
Okay, great job, everybody. And on that note, we're coming to the end of our tour for today. On behalf of Grant, myself, and everyone at NBC Universal, we hope you enjoyed your exclusive behind-the-scenes Hollywood access. Thanks to our cast members for joining us. If you're not one, you can go to the Universal box office to find out how to upgrade today's ticket into an annual pass so you can come back and see us again and again. While you're in the park today, keep in mind we're open till 6 tonight, 6 o'clock. If you want to continue your movie-making experience, be sure to check out some of the best stunt performers in Hollywood and our #1 rated show, Waterworld, a live SeaWars spectacular. On the right-hand side, this is not CGI. That's the actual view we have of the San Fernando Valley. It's totally gorgeous. And now on our screens, we'll look back at over 100 years of movie-making at Universal Studios. Tram Plaza where we will exit. You can drop your 3D glasses in the bins provided. Don't put your sunglasses in there though. And I'll be standing at the plaza. Feel free to come up and say hi or ask me questions. Once again, I'm CJ. And enjoy the rest of your day at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. Bye everybody, have a good one.